Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. We're in the third quarter, and it's the Dolphins who are in possession of the football. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Play action. Now Griffin. Being chased out left. Still going. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Griffin now to throw on third down. Fluck, touchdown, Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 61 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, lady. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It goes as a game. Six, and it's a first down.
Let's get some penetration here.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. RG3, 38 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold completes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. To throw is RG3. It's caught. This is White. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Again, Peterson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities. Continue to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. And the rest of the offense making their way back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that. Time we saw Witten on a field. The broadcast was, of course, to go 17. 63, 60 yards, 11th Pro Bowl that came into the but can't find much just in 12 yards and it's 2nd down. This time Griffin will throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get this one to Switzer. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Griffin going to throw it. Steps away to his left. But it's clean. Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated. Start your week by installing your game plan. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them so you don't lose them next season. You have grades for each position that browse available players to improve your team.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And now running right through it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Griffin, he's going to take a shot. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run, Martin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Back to the ground, Martin looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 52 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Griffin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, Peterson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And there he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. RG3 with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offense,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off.
And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream ends there. He doesn't take it all the way back for 2. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griffin. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Peterson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Griffin. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kevin White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vinatieri now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson. They set up the screen to Martin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, they'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Now Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin, he's got White here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kevin White in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Nick Foles, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Todd Gurley, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Alex Smith, a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
You go. You got it.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Griffin now to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Fourth down. Here's RG3. He'll buy some time right. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, and now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up third and 6.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first and 10, it's Griffin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. From just shy of midfield, Griffin. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Muscles him off. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. And a big loss
here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is RG3. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. This is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. This one caught by Crowder. And some space here. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The throw complete to Dorsett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete. Doug Martin. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
On first down, it's Peterson. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Check 31. Check.
Now Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now it's Griffin. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Check, check.
First down, Ravens.
Check, check, check. Check, check. Show me. Show me.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop all right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
We play to win. Let's
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On second down, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the rookie from Vandy, Juwan Williams, with a pick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue this player, and you...
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
Special teams did their job putting this offense back inside the 10. Now how can the defense respond?
15, check back 50. I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game,
we are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
so much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a time. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, continuing to fight for more. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They begin with a run by Penny. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Now Rashad Penny. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. 26. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm going to hit you all.
So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Cover 50. Hey, you block over here.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, it's Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This complete to Jones. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. From the gun, a give to Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking there for T.J. Jones, but it'll be second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Penny. Ooh, with a juke. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rodgers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rodgers again now. That's caught by Penny. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. This is Penny.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, still going. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. To throw is Rodgers. Leaves it for Penny. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
26.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Touchdown, LA! Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.